This is the Hanhart 417 ES Flyback Chronograph, and I think it's the coolest chronograph you can buy. Not only because Steve McQueen, also known as King of Cool, was wearing this watch, but because it checks a lot of boxes in a very fair price. I did already a review of this watch not so long ago, but since I had it in my possession for a longer time, I thought it would be nice to make a follow-up video and see if my opinion or first impression about this chronograph changed in any way. I can tell you that I've been wearing this watch very often and even took it on a few trips with me. But why this watch checks all the boxes for me, and I believe for many other watch enthusiasts? First, this Hanhart 417 ES comes with the rich and interesting history. The design of the new Heritage Flyback is based on the original brand's chronograph from the 1950s. You have Pilot's Watch Heritage plus Steve McQueen cool factor. Yes, the actor was wearing his Hanhart pretty often, judging by the photos. The quality of the watch is very good. Like most German watches, everything is done great. Germany quality and precision are well known, and here it is simply top-notch for the price. It is the manual wound flyback chronograph, which means you can restart the running chronograph by pressing a red pusher once. Versus with regular chronograph you need to stop it with one pusher, send to zero with another and start it again. Not a big deal, but honestly once you get used to the flyback functionality it becomes kinda handy. The watch has a 100 meters of water resistance rating, and it's another great thing that checked the daily piece box for me. I mean, it's not like I'm swimming every day, but it's nice to have a watch with good water resistance on the wrist and be covered for any potential contact with water. Any spontaneous pool party or trip to a beach with kids after work, this Hanhart has you covered. The dimensions of the case is another great checkmark for me. I love the 39mm case size of this watch, and with its 46mm lug-to-lug it's such a perfect size for my wrist. The watch is not particularly slim with its 13.3mm thickness, but it doesn't bother me. The watch sits great on my 17cm wrist and it's not a deal breaker for me for sure. For those with larger wrists, the Hanhart 417 ES comes with several iterations of this model, including 42mm models, Panda and reverse Panda dial design. Plenty to choose from. The classic pilot style hands and numerals I filled with Super Luminova lume, and the lume is very good. Even the chronograph seconds hand filled with lume, which is cool. The watch is powered by Sellita AMT 5100M, which is a high quality movement from Sellita's specialized AMT department. It's a movement with a flyback function, as I mentioned already. It has 58 hours of power reserve, 28,800 vibrations per hour, 23 joules and all modern tech you need from a modern movement. Things like shock protection and anti-magnetism is a promise of a tough and reliable movement. We all know Steve McQueen, the legendary American actor and motorsport enthusiast, and his connection to popular watches like Tag Heuer Monaco and Rolex Daytona, but it's interesting that his another personal watch choice was a chronograph from a German brand. And the Hanhart's utilitarian design really matched his style. The actor was seen wearing his Hanhart chronograph on several notable occasions. During a 1963 Life magazine photo shoot at his Palm Springs home, McQueen was photographed wearing the Hanhart. At the 1964 International 6 Days Trial Motorcycle event in East Germany, McQueen wore the Hanhart chronograph throughout the competition. These appearances showed that Hanhart watch for McQueen was not just a movie prop, but a personal favorite he wore in both his professional and private life. And I honestly understand the appeal of such chronograph. It's tough, simple, legible, and very well made. My preference is obviously the 39mm version, as I think it's perfectly balanced timepiece. The watch has that vintage appeal, but with all the modern specs you may wish for. As I mentioned, I've spent a good amount of time with this Hanhart on my wrist and really enjoyed it. I'd be glad to have it in my collection. While I have no intention of parting with my Speedmaster or a WC Mark 18, if I were ever to consolidate, this Hanhart could potentially replace both, or similar watches. Being both a pilot's watch and a chronograph with 100 meters of water resistance, it's a near ideal blend of the two genres.